What's up everyone and welcome to my channel. In this episode, I'm going to cover what other 7-figure and multiple 7-figure business owners in the real estate investing space are doing inside of our agency in order to differentiate themselves from the rest of the people, make more deals per month, and ultimately pass that $3 million, $5 million every single year. And what I'm going to share here with you are different beliefs, different doing, and different things that our clients have learned over time, which are real estate investors and wholesalers, in order to surpass that mark. And what I'm going to share is because I have learned over and over that business as a whole is a set of beliefs, a set of doing, and a set of knowledge that you gain over time. And a good friend of mine actually taught me of this, and he's also friend and mentor, that people usually are not better than you. So if you believe that other people are better than you, or people think that they're better than others, it usually comes down to three things. Either those people currently do something that you currently don't do, or they know something that you currently don't know, or they also believe something that you currently do not believe. So if you cover those three things and you're able to actually leverage all those three things in order to become better and get the things done that need to be done in order to get to that mark, then you're going to ultimately become better. So let's come down to beliefs. Some beliefs are wholesalers and investors can't find a consistent lead flow of motivated sellers, or you can't find the right motivated sellers for your business to consistently get deals, or even analyze and structure deals so that they are profitable for your business and that they are actually worth it, or even just managing these leads that are coming in. There's so many beliefs around that. Successful real estate investors and wholesalers are consistently improving their skills, they're developing systems and processes. They're also adjusting their mindset in order to adjust their current beliefs in order to go above and beyond and be successful in their business. Those that successfully overcome those challenges are always learning new ways and methods in order to keep up with the market, in order to know different marketing channels that would work for their market, ultimately improving their skills and being able to truly understand how to speak with motivated sellers or their cash buyers and truly have a deep understanding of what it actually takes in order to consistently have deals coming in. They also develop a systematic approach in order to analyze deals, get a great profit margin, and consistently have a lead flow and managing their leads, but also growing their team. And don't forget to actually subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button below and hit that thumbs up, that like button, because it's going to help the YouTube algorithm get to more people. And as more people see it, this channel is going to grow and I'm going to be putting way more videos that are highly valuable, just like this one. So I'm going to break down different situations that wholesalers and real estate investors actually struggle a lot. And in order to pass to that 7-figure mark, multiple 7-figure mark, or get to the next level, these situations and understanding these situations will help you. So I'm gonna list them down. So the first one is that you're going to find sellers that do not have enough equity in their property. And here's the belief that is stopping you to take it to the next level, is that it's impossible to create deals with people that owe a lot of money in their house, or they recently have purchased that property and need to sell right away. In order to overcome this, our best clients actually learn specific strategies on creative financing, on ways to structure deals so that it actually works for that specific seller and the specific property. It's not going to fit a cash offer criteria or a flip criteria most likely, but if you learn and you start now doing the work in order to lock up properties under contract for a subject to seller finance, lease options, or any creative financing way that is going to allow for the seller to sell you the property even though they don't have enough equity, that is going to help you overcome this. You can also follow people like Pace Morvey or other creative financing experts that is going to teach you this deeply, but this is how our best clients are currently doing it. The other situation is that some seller leads may not have properties that need a lot of repairs. The belief here is that you need a property that needs a lot of repairs in order for it to be profitable for you and to make money. The truth is that if you're doing probably a wholesale deal or a flip, you definitely need something that needs a lot of repair in order to add value to the property and have a higher profit margin, correct? But in this situation, you have to learn how to actually make money out of those deals that actually have less repairs to do. So examples of things that our most successful clients actually learn is that they actually go above and beyond in learning how to potentially make money out of pretty homes or homes that don't need much but only a cosmetic touch-up. This could be in the shape of a hotel, or this could be in the shape of actually partnering with a real estate agent in order to list it in the market right away. Here's another secret. You can also have access to the MLS and you can actually flip this property in the MLS right away because this property does not need a lot of repairs. So what you do is you actually create a contract that you tell the seller that you're going to list this in the MLS, do some touch-ups on that property, and you're gonna take care of everything else in order to make sure that you make money after you sell it. Other things that you can actually do is novations. Novations is something that you could potentially start learning and doing, which is how our most successful clients are currently integrating this in the current economy within the 2022 and the 2023 ages. And this is going to help you lock up deals at a retail level, and you're going to bring it to the MLS, make money out of this. People like Eric Brewer actually explains this very well, and inside of our agency, we have different trainings that are going to help you get money out of this. What the most successful clients are currently doing right now is that they're actually applying these techniques in order to make money out of those leads. Remember about maximizing your ad spend and making the most out of the leads that you currently get, because every single lead is possible to be worked out. Our most successful clients are actually doing its best in order to maximize the ad spend and learning these techniques, start applying it and doing it. But most importantly, they get very good at conversion. This is one of the biggest things that they currently do, because if you don't know how to properly convert this lead and take it through a sales process, it's gonna be very hard for you to even mention a novations type of deal or any creative financing type of deal. So what they do is that they consistently get better at sales and conversion. Another situation is that the seller is not looking to sell the house right now. And the belief is that you don't want to waste your time with people that are not looking to sell their property as of right now. And the truth is that not everyone would want to sell their property right now. In fact, is that 1 to 3% of the population will fit your criteria about wholesale, cash offer, and even selling right now. Our most successful clients have learned to actually have the best active listening skills, the best follow-up and nurturing skills in order to nurture these leads, these sellers, in order to actually maximize the ad spend further out in the future, because they're gonna touch base with the seller. They're going to fully understand the seller's motivations, pain points, current situation, and their desired situation, and they're going to meet that seller where they want to be met. Because remember, not everyone will be ready to do business with you right now. So what they start doing is they actually put effective follow-up and nurturing processes and systems with their team in order to make sure that they are with the seller at all times, from the time that they get the seller lead all the way to get it on the phone, and then in the future continuously nurture this lead in order to convert it right in the future. Also providing them options that they don't necessarily need to work with you right now, but they can actually work with you in the future with any shape or form, because you're able to actually meet them where they need to be met and solve their actual pain point. Another situation is that sellers are not picking up the phone, so therefore you believe that it's not worth pursuing this individual because they don't pick up the phone. Probably they're not motivated, and it makes you believe that this is a waste of time or a trash seller lead. The thing is that the most successful clients are actually doing the following. First of all, they learn that they need to ultimately have different follow-up communication skills in order to utilize those skills with a system that they develop within their company and follow up. They learn that they have to have different communication tactics in order to engage this person to respond and actually pick up the phone. What does this mean? Probably they don't only have to use their same phone number or a phone call, but different communication channels in order to engage the seller to pick up the phone. The thing is that you don't know what is going on with the seller right now. And this seller can be in a bad situation or uncomfortable situation, or it just could be in a scenario where they can't really pick up the phone. Think about them being at work, being in the bathroom, being in some sort of troubled scenario, and they don't have the ability to pick up the phone right now. So what do? They start actually applying different communication channels such as email, direct mail, going to the property, trying different phone numbers and calling from different phone numbers, but they actually make sure that the message they send, like direct mail, email, and SMS, is so engaging, and it allows the seller to actually pay attention and get attention from them. Remember also that they don't have your phone number. So if they don't have your phone number, if they've never actually had some sort of interaction with you, then it's gonna be very hard for them to know that it's actually you. It's your responsibility to learn these techniques and actually start doing this. But most importantly, believe that you can actually get this person on the phone, either if it is right now or later on in the future. Another situation that you would encounter is that the seller is right away asking you for the price and just wants to know what their offer is. And the truth is that you believe, because these people are right away asking you for the price and just want to know what their offer is that they only are willing to do business with you if you meet their asking price. The truth is that what the most successful clients are actually doing is that they actually learn how to overcome this objection, because ultimately this is a concern. This is what you actually do whenever you're learning sales, proper conversion skills, and negotiation. So for example, in this scenario, sellers just want to ask you this question because they've never met you, they don't know who you are, they don't probably trust you, or they have been cold called multiple times and they're just trying to actually get an answer of a price from you. But if you learn how to actually disarm them and deflect that in order to question them about their true motivation, understanding their true problems, and understanding what their situation right now, their desired situation, understanding and reframing the conversation so that you can actually start asking them questions where you are now figuring out more about the property, figuring out more about themselves, figuring out more about the timeline, and all these questions that you're going to do after disarming them from this objection. This requires sales skills, conversion skills, and ultimately learning how to negotiate with a seller. Our most successful clients actually do this every single day, and they go to conversion trainings, sales trainings, always getting their sword sharpened, and ultimately this is what's going to allow them and their team to actually lock up more deals. Remember that your job is to actually identify opportunities that will provide value to the seller and potentially solve their problem, which you can also do through different ways of structuring a deal for that seller. Remember that it's only an objection, and if you know your sales skills, negotiation skills, objection handling, you will learn how to handle that situation. One situation that you could come up is that, hey, my acquisition manager is actually telling me that seller leads from online marketing or whatever marketing I'm doing are trash and they're not worth it. And the truth is that the most successful clients that we have believe that this is not a seller lead problem, but this is more of a training, management, and accountability problem. Remember that people do what you expect, not what you expect. And even if you have a highly skilled acquisition manager or closer and someone tells you this, is just an excuse for them not knowing how to properly go through a sales process, have those skills in order to properly convert that lead into a potential deal. And here's one thing. A really good closer will learn how to handle those type of situations. So what our most successful clients do is actually make sure that they have the right training and management, but also inspection of this seller lead phone calls that your acquisition manager or closer is actually doing with the leads. You're gonna learn that some people will miss out on opportunities because they're not applying the proper things to the seller conversation. They're not engaging with the seller properly. They're not starting the conversation with the seller properly. They probably were not setting the frame, the stage, the agenda of the conversation properly. They're not building rapport properly, or they're not digging deep into that motivation, into that pain point properly, further dig down, probe down properly, and actually understanding the seller in a deep level. And maybe they also don't know the techniques in order to potentially structure a deal around that seller pain point, motivation, or type of situation that the seller had. Another situation is you probably have been doing a marketing channel for 2 months or 3 months and you haven't closed the deal. The belief is that, hey, if it's been this time and you haven't closed the deal, the marketing channel is not working and therefore the leads are trash, the marketing channel is trash, and this is a wrong belief. What the most successful clients actually do is that they believe that, first of all, seller leads, in order to close them, it takes time. It takes time to get homes. And you have to learn what's your sales conversion cycle. And usually they lay around 4 to 6 months and even more, where you actually are seeing the return of investment and locking up properties under contract or closing deals. It will take a longer time period. So when you start learning all of this and you start learning how to properly have proper conversations with the sellers, with proper sales skills, conversion skills, follow-up, lead management, you will learn that you will increase the chance that you're actually closing deals in a shorter period of time. But if not, understand that it actually takes time. And what our most successful clients are doing is exactly that. It takes time, it takes patience, and you have to know what your marketing channel lead conversion cycle actually is and the lead cash conversion cycle. All right. Remember that it comes down to the process that you take in order to talk to these sellers. So take a look at the current process, investigate what is going on, analyze what are the opportunities or what are the holes currently in the process in order to analyze deals better, talk to sellers better, properly manage your leads, don't let leads fall through a crack, have better conversations, quality conversations, extract what you need from the seller, and actually help these sellers overcome that. A situation that comes down is that you are probably saying that seller leads are low quality. The truth is that the most successful clients are actually learning how to properly analyze that marketing channel and those marketed leads. Remember that every single marketing channel has different type of leads that come in. It's not the same in outbound channel from cold calling, where you reach out to someone and then you talk to someone to potentially book another phone call in order to do the discovery process, compared to an online marketing lead that hasn't talked to anyone, have only seen your landing page or website and have filled out a form or a survey, and now they're willing to talk to someone with some sort of intent. But hey, guess what? The conversation is actually different. Our most successful clients actually learn how to talk with these seller leads respectively to the marketing channel, and they're actually also learning the skill sets necessary in order to go through a sales process and convert these deals into contracts. If you don't have a great follow-up, speed to lead skills, or a follow-up management skills, nurturing skills in order to get these sellers to actually buy from you, or in this case, sell their house, then you're gonna struggle with that. So the most successful clients actually have learned how to overcome this, get better at sales and conversion, understand that this is a sales conversion problem, not really a marketing problem. Yes, some providers are going to give you crappy things. They're going to send you things that are not really sellers or don't have no motivation, no distress. They don't have the intention to sell at all. But you have to actually undergo an inspection of your phone calls with the sellers, because probably most of the time it's us that we have a conversion problem. Another situation is that probably the seller has the house listed with an agent already. And a lot of you guys will believe that this is something that you have to stop pursuing because it's not worth your time. The truth is that the most successful real estate investors and wholesalers actually learn how to properly handle the situations with the seller and with the real estate agent. The real estate agent probably is not doing a great job at selling this on the market or has been taking a long period of time. The contract is almost over and the seller is getting desperate. But you can do many things. The most successful clients learn how to ultimately either co-wholesale with this real estate agent, have some sort of JV contract with this real estate agent, or potentially wait until this seller actually ends that contract with the real estate agent by building the right rapport, understanding that seller's ultimate motivation and current situation where they actually go through a sales process, and then doing a deal with the seller because the real estate agent wasn't able to do their job. Another good one is that you can find motivated sellers coming from your geographic area from online marketing. The truth is that you believe that you're never going to be able to find them on your geographic area. And the thing is that the most successful real estate investors and wholesalers, they believe that you can actually monetize those even if they're not in your specific area. How do they do that? Is that they actually find either JV partners, they learn how to actually comb and ultimately fulfill for those leads that are living outside of their area and learn how to disposition those leads as well. If that doesn't work out, the JV partner will do that for them, or they would find someone boots on the ground in that specific area that will help them actually make money from that deal. What they learn is that it doesn't matter where the seller actually lives. If it is a deal, it is ultimately a deal, and they will not stop from there. And yes, you may have to have your online marketing campaign to be as targeted as possible, but the truth is that you have to understand and learn how online marketing works, is that it doesn't matter where the lead has the property right now. What matters is that they have some sort of pain point, some sort of challenge, some sort of situation going on, and maybe they have the property somewhere else in another state or another city that doesn't necessarily fit your geographic target area. So how do you solve that problem to the seller? You have to actually become a consultant and a problem solver. If you're not, then you're going to be missing out on those sellers that come in from that marketing campaign that have properties elsewhere. And remember that at the end of the day, that's what we do. We find problems and we solve those problems. These are just a few of the situations that the most successful clients actually do in our entire agency and as a real estate investor and wholesaler entrepreneur. If you learn how to actually cope with this beliefs, the learning and the doing that is required in order to overcome these challenges, you will successfully have a business under control whenever you're running an online marketing campaign. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you got any type of value whatsoever, and let me know in the comments below what else would you like to learn from online marketing or wholesaling or sales and marketing as a whole, building a business, recruiting teams. And I'll be super glad to teach you and show you the experience that we've had running a multiple seven-figure agency.